I heard that the sweatpants were $60.
That probably checks out. That's how much sweatpants are these days.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Hi, girlies.
Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Bria.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great because guess what I got this morning?
What?
Well, you don't have to guess because you gave it to me.
Oh.
Eggs. I got eggs, blue eggs, brown eggs, white eggs, fresh.
Fresh. I almost wasn't going to tell you this, but this is how fresh they are. We had to clean them for you.
Yeah. I was just telling Jenny that I'm afraid I'm going to crack one open. There's going to be a little chicken there.
No, that's not
Little
how it
balut
works.
moment. I'm scared. They're very fresh.
They are fresh.
It could be an immaculate conception.
No, that's not how that works. We need a rooster. We don't have a rooster, thank God. But yes, eggs, we have them.
Reminder, find Jenny and mention High Girlies and you might get yourself an egg.
But I feel like the girlies are paying $12 for eggs right now.
Yeah, I mean, I got eggs. I think they were $8 and I got like the bottom of the barrel. The worst eggs you can get.
Really?
Yeah.
The white ones?
Yeah, they're white. The shell is very thin.
Yeah.
They're very watery. I regret it, but can't go
I'm
back
sorry.
now. It's okay. I have good eggs now. So
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
Yeah, if you need eggs, let us know. They make 5 a day, so.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so that's, what's 5 times 7?
35?
35? So 35 eggs a week.
Like,
We
I
don't
haven't done
go,
that
we
in a
can't
minute.
eat 35 eggs a week, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit her up.
Yeah.
We are high. Today we smoked Lowell Smokes, a High Girlies classic. It's upstairs.
It's upstairs.
But believe us,
The sativa.
we did.
tried
Yes,
and
always
true.
the sativa
Yeah.
on this show.
Unless there's a hybrid that just creeps in.
And when that happens, I feel like everyone can tell.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very obvious.
Okay, so what's going on today?
We have some major tea unfolding really on the internet and in the celebrity world. So we're going to do some hot topics.
That's me shaking up the tea.
Yes. Steep that tea. First and foremost, the most recent developments of Kanye's latest crash out started with him somehow being able to run a Nazi merch ad at the Super Bowl. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Showing up to the Grammys with his wife naked. I have been watching some lip readers on TikTok who have conflicting feelings about what was being said on the red carpet.
What do you think was being said?
I think that she was asking him to guide her through it. I think she was very nervous and he was just like, I got you. You're going to turn around. You're going to walk forward. I'm going to step over here. That's like what one of the lip readers said. And I was like, I feel like that's probably what happened.
Because a lot of people are saying online before now the news coming out about them getting a divorce, which I am also confused about because I didn't think they were like technically legally married.
I didn't think they were either.
I thought that they just like
said it
or like had it. I don't know. Like, I don't think they actually got married in the state of California, but I guess they're getting a divorce and like talking about how there is no prenup, but
we want prenup. We want prenup.
period.
Should have followed his own advice.
I know, honestly. Well, he's not who he was.
Yeah.
We know that. But some people were saying when they saw her on the Grammys red carpet that they think that she has like a kink shame thing. A shame kink? Wait, a kink shame.
No, she has like a public humiliation kink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that he does too because there are certain
No, I
things
think
that
he gets off on shaming people in public.
Ooh, I feel like he might get off on being shamed.
Oh.
Why else would he have had his ashy ass full display on that gondola?
Because he was getting his dick sucked.
But I didn't see the dick being sucked. I just saw the ashy ass.
She was on her knees in front of him.
Right. He knew that they were not going to be able to get the shot of her sucking the dick. Did you see it?
Well, because she's in the boat.
I know. It wasn't about her.
Okay.
It was about him revealing his ashy ass.
I don't know.
I think they both got some some kinks going on. I saw some text messages that got leaked from her to other people, and she was saying some racist stuff too.
That doesn't shock
She had
me
very
at
racist
all.
ideas for marketing Yeezy.
Like what?
Like using the N-word, having like a KKK themed infographic. I don't know what to refer to that as.
I mean,
but
you have to have something in you to be with that man. Some evil in you.
Yeah, but I look back, like, did you ever read Julia Fox's book where she talks about like dating Kanye?
No, I just
it's
like
very
the
interesting.
Oh.
She got a little sucked into it. I think that's possible.
Like how?
It was just such a whirlwind, and it all happened so fast, and he was pulling so many strings to like essentially manipulate her into doing publicity stunts and things like that she just got wrapped up in it. And from the outside, we were all like, Julia Fox is crazy. But then reading the book, I was like, okay, I can kind of see how in this crazy whirlwind time when he's buying y'all Birkins and being like, show up here and sign this and blah, 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 that you might kind of do some of those things.
Yeah, but like Julia Fox doesn't have that evil in her. So I feel like she was like, wait.
She backed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't even know what her name is.
Bianca Sensori.
Yeah.
But they all back away eventually.
I mean, truly, I think that like this girl is in it for the fame and the fame only and to like get her name out there. Like,
I don't feel like her name is really out there.
That's what I mean.
You don't even know her name.
Exactly. Well, it's like Sam from Traders, who was married to Britney Spears. Like, his interview on the Vile Files, like, he was like, oh yeah, I've turned down like Dancing with the Stars and whatever the other show was that Nick Vile was on.
Special Forces?
Yeah. Oh. And like he's turned down so many opportunities, but Traders was the right one for him because he felt like it was more legit or authentic or like cinematic.
I'm sorry, we didn't hear your voice for the first like 5 episodes.
Yeah, like until literally the last episode. And then he was saying how he didn't actually turn down those opportunities, like, because they were like, so you wouldn't go on Dancing with the Stars. And he was like, no, I didn't say that. I just said like it wasn't. He literally then turned it into him being like, I wasn't like flexible enough, but now I've been taking Zumba classes at LA Fitness, so maybe he could be on it. And I was just like, bitch, you are just in it for the fucking fame. You were gunning to get married to Britney. She was in her conservatorship. It wasn't going to happen. You wanted that cash money and fame. You got married, and then like a year later got divorced.
Yeah, and at the end of it, I know his name more now because of the Traders slightly. Yeah. But I did not know his name throughout their entire marriage. What does he even do? I don't know anything about him.
Oh, he just did a movie with Mel Gibson. And he was saying, this is why I'm saying the thesis of this is Sam is toxic. Mm-hmm. He did a movie with Mel Gibson. He was saying, say what you will about Mel Gibson, but like he's a genius. He has all these great ideas, and like, you know, he has his own ideas about like the world, but like he is the hardest working actor he's ever worked with. And I was just like,
how many actors have you worked with, first of all?
Not a lot. You're a model, so also like I think you just broke into acting, and like how can you work with someone who literally doesn't believe the Holocaust ever happened? He has doubled down on that with his father, Mel Gibson. They have articles about it. You can go to the Museum of Tolerance and see it. That was an exhibit that I went to one time.
Oh my God.
Showing like how Mel Gibson and a bunch of other people that are like famous don't believe that the Holocaust ever happened, that it's made up. Yes. So I'm
sorry, Mel Gibson is so much dark than I thought that he was. And I already thought he has so many anti-Semitism, racism. Like, I remember him, wasn't he the one who told his girlfriend that he wanted her to get, I'll bleep this maybe, to buy a pack of N-words?
Oh, was that him? I feel like, yes. I don't remember.
That's like the scandal that I think of when I think of Mel Gibson. I mean, I think that was a forever ago.
Being anti-Semitic and like calling someone like the equivalent, well, I don't want to say the equivalent, but like the bad derogatory.
A slur.
Yeah. Of a Jew. All that's to say is there's a lot of anti-Semitism hate out there swirling around, and it's quite scary. I don't think buying a t-shirt though is the
Oh my
answer.
God.
Like,
no.
that says fuck ye with like a Jewish star on it or like a finger. Like, what is that doing?
It's giving the celebrities singing Imagine during
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Well, and that video of like the celebrities was AI, which I was like, yeah, like there's no way that this happened so quickly. But I don't know how to say this other than like, just don't support these people.
Do not see Mel Gibson movies. Do not listen to Kanye West music. Do not buy Yeezy shit. Like, just let it die.
Don't even put snippets of music in, like Kanye music, in your Instagram or social posts.
I have been seeing a lot of Kanye music. There's a trending Kanye song right now of him being, it's like a gospel song on TikTok.
Probably from his gospel album.
Probably, but people are posting it like, oh my God, I can't believe that this guy is the same guy who gave us like that crash out on Twitter. It's like, why are you even like,
where you been, Loca?
Like, I know. He's been doing this for years.
I mean, listen, I am sad as a music fan that like I will never listen to College Dropout or, you know, like Life of Pablo or whatever. Like,
I'm even thinking My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah, like
that was a good era.
808, Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Like so many. I mean, I've seen him in concert.
Oh my God.
What?
Watch the Throne. It goes deep.
It goes so deep, and that's both of them.
I know. Yeah. We'll get there, but yeah, it's heinous. Honestly, just let him die. Like, obscurity all the way. Kim won't even utter his name or address it whatsoever. She's like, do not say his name around my kids.
Oh, really?
Do not bring this up around my kids. Yes.
Because, yeah, like, are you watching the Kardashians?
No.
I just saw the clip of her at the end of the last episode where she was like, I get it. Because, like, Lamar came and got his stuff from Khloe, which also, like, oh, man, I wish in another universe those two are together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just feel like they're meant to be. He just fucked up bad many times.
The entire time.
Like, sad. It's sad because you can tell that person is a good person. He is just corrupted by his thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
It's sad because he truly does love her and she loved him, but
didn't he bring her a cake, like an anniversary cake, to that meeting? Did I see that?
Their wedding anniversary. And then they showed footage of him like recovering in the hospital. She slept at the hospital for 4 months with him when they were divorced, after he had an overdose at the brothel. And then he had the audacity to say to her, I did not do drugs. I was drugged at the, and she goes, no. She goes, you're not going to say that to me when I spent 4 months in the hospital wiping your ass, teaching you how to speak, teaching you how to walk again. You couldn't eat. You couldn't even blow out a fucking candle on your fucking birthday.
Oh my God.
Like, he fucked up. And she was there for him. And she was like, and I still would have been there for you. But then he basically alluded to him like going back and like doing drugs again after having that overdose. And she was just like, how could someone do that? It's like so disrespectful. She put her time, energy, effort as your ex-wife to take care of you in the hospital.
But it's an illness. Yeah. It's literally like, that is how deep that illness goes, that you will almost die and then do it again. Yeah. But if you go back and watch the old Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Lamar Khloe era, they were being very vague on the show about what actually was going on. But now that you have the added context, it's like very obvious that he was doing drugs back then.
Like on the show?
Yeah.
Or like during filming?
Lamar is randomly calling me and he doesn't make sense. They're like, where is he? I don't know. He's like downtown LA somewhere. It's like,
I mean, also they met and got married, I think like within a month.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she goes through a lot. Yeah. God bless her.
Yeah. Kim was saying like she was like, I get it. I know what it's like to be with someone and they just change on you and you can't control how they just change. And I'm like, yeah.
God.
You were with him after his mother died, so you kind of did know what you were getting into, but not to the...
It just got to another level completely.
Yeah. I'm worried about those kids, though.
Yeah. Apparently they don't see him.
Really?
According to Kim, they haven't seen him, I want to say, in a year. That's what she was saying.
When did she say that?
I saw that recently.
Oh, okay. Because
like, it's been a while since he has had them.
On his own.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I was worried about. Because, like, in the next episode, it's when North is singing at the Hollywood Bowl for the Lion King.
Oh, yes.
And he's there backstage with her. And Kim.
Yeah. I don't think that he has had them, like, unsupervised. I think
That's
he comes to their games and things here, but he's not, like, taking them away. It's for the best.
It truly is.
Yeah.
All right, who else is crazy? Diddy?
Fucking Diddy. Diddy?
The diddler.
I know that we keep bringing up the diddler, but it just is so dark. And the fact that he is in jail right now, trying to sue people, trying to, like, go to the hospital, get out of jail. Apparently he's been allegedly desperately calling his family, like, I need to get the fuck out of here for Christmas, like, da-da-da-da. He's going through it, but, I mean, the evidence and the stories are insane.
There's no question that he didn't do everything that is being alleged against him.
It's too much.
But now I'm wondering, like, how far does it go?
I think it goes very far.
Like, are we going as far as, like, kids are being smuggled into this country kind of far? Is it a whole operation with, like, more than just him?
I think that with how big this is and how it permeated, like, the music industry, it permeated so many different, like, aspects of his life, his personal relationships, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if this was on, like, a Jeffrey Epstein level.
Yeah.
There are so many people who are either directly or indirectly involved or witnessed it. It's just... And he had a lot of friends in very high places.
Yeah.
Like the presidency. Doesn't get higher than that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled out a picture of him, like, with Putin at some point.
I mean, honestly.
Nothing would surprise me anymore.
Yeah. I did see, though, this week that, like, a lawsuit against him and Jay-Z got dropped.
Yeah, it was the lawsuit. I want to say that we talked about it on a Hot Topics not too long ago.
Yeah.
Where the girl was, like, not in the same city as him and all of that.
Yeah.
Busby is the lawyer.
Yeah. So I wonder how that's affecting everything, because I also wonder if, like, Jay-Z is implicated at all. Because people are also talking about how they think, like, Beyonce is about to, like, have, like, a drug overdose or something.
What?
Yeah. People feel like she is acting suspiciously weird. Like people were,
in what way?
Like, people were saying, like, her at the Grammys, like, her being shocked that she won Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. Like, that was weird. And then I guess...
How is that weird?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've heard on the streets. And people were saying that, like, her at one of the, I think it was Michelle's birthday party, like, she just looked odd. So people are assuming that she's, like, drugging herself to cope with the fact that she's married to Jay-Z. I don't know what to believe. I can't imagine, though, he is, like, innocent being so close to Diddy.
I agree. I hate to say it because I do support Beyonce. We can get into that in a little bit, but I think that for how close they were and how, like, intricately they were involved with each other, there's no way. I've heard similar kind of, like, dark stories about Jay-Z as we've heard about the diddler.
Yeah.
Him threatening to, like, basically throw Rihanna off of a balcony.
Yeah.
Diddy was threatening to throw people off balconies.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a little similar.
I mean, I've, like, just in my experience working with people or artists on his record label, it eerily is similar to like Bad Boy Records, where it's like if you're signed to, is it Rock Nation?
Mm-hmm.
Like you aren't allowed to do anything else other than under Rock Nation. And when he had Tidal, it was like even worse.
Oh my God. I completely forgot about Tidal. That's another Kanye West thing, isn't it? Wasn't he involved with that too?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like Life of Pablo, you could only listen to when it came out on Tidal.
But Tidal's, he's not involved anymore.
I think he sold Tidal.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. The controlling aspect. Like, that's what I mean. It's like the controlling aspect of both of their record labels, it like translates into their personal life too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think this would go very, very deep. I don't know.
I know. I'm curious to see. I mean, the trial's happening in May, so.
Are they televising it?
I don't know.
Please,
I
Court
know.
TV.
I feel like
I will
after
watch
OJ,
it.
they won't.
I
but
know. Oh, this really would be
It is.
on another level.
This is like the OJ case of our era.
Yeah. No, it actually exactly is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's always been like the socially acceptable, widely popular, mainstream ass black man. OJ said, I'm not black, I'm OJ. I feel like Diddy was like, I'm black and I'm Diddy.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting for sure. They probably won't.
Not Diddy,
but-
Love.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. That's another one of his fucking gimmicks that he threw out to try to take the heat off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very dark. I'm very much looking forward to seeing justice be served to whoever it needs to be served to. And we'll see where it goes. Shit.
I know.
I think he's going to be going to jail for a very, very long time. He can't get away with all of this. What would you say is like your big prediction for the outcome? Does he beat the charges? Does he not beat the charges? If he doesn't, what is his sentence?
I don't think he's going to beat the charges. I think he will be sentenced. I think he could be sentenced to life. I'm less concerned about what happens to him and more concerned about who else is implicated and them being also convicted. Because I think with the time that has passed, I'm worried that a lot of people who were implicated or even involved have signed like deals with the federal investigative bureau, like that they're not to be named, but they'll give any information that they need to give.
Interesting.
Like Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher like is like low key my like Roman Empire because I'm like, this bitch has to be involved. And
he's dark.
I think he is too smart to get implicated in this and like get off by giving them whatever information they need. But like we've gotten a lot of information and then it's kind of gotten shut off. Mm-hmm. You know, like the tunnels underneath his house and like all this crazy ass shit. I think they're not talking about it because they need to keep it under wraps until the trial comes out.
Yes.
But I think for what I predict is that like either we're going to have some sort of explosion in the entertainment industry, or probably what the federal government doesn't want to happen is for an explosion to happen. I think they want to get Diddy, have him be the like person on the stake for it, and not shake up anything else. Because I think if you shake up the industry, that will like hurt the economy. I feel like people are concerned about it being too much.
Well, also, it probably goes a lot higher than we know. What if we start calling out politicians and shit? I mean, it's too much. Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I just want it all to be exposed so badly.
What do you foresee?
I feel like that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I could definitely see him getting life for sure. They are going to just like max him out as much as possible.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone else is really going to be implicated publicly.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
So we'll never know what Beyonce knows. But I do know that Beyonce knows what dynamic pricing is and has the power to turn it off, but has chosen not to. And now her fans are putting it together that this is a billionaire we're talking about, and she's the same as Taylor Swift.
Explain to the girlies what dynamic pricing is.
Okay,
for those
so
who don't know.
If you are putting on a show, you can set your prices. I want the tickets to be $40 minimum, $400 maximum. With dynamic pricing, it's basically like a game of supply and demand. So the more people, let's say 10,000 people, I've heard like 50,000 people were waiting for Beyonce tickets. The more people are waiting, the prices fluctuate. So everybody's getting their tickets for different amounts for different sections. You can be in section 100 in LA and pay $400. You can be in section 100 in London and pay $800. It just depends on the demand in your area.
So that explains why, which is fucked up, like myself, who got the Bey Hive code on day one.
Talk about the codes and the pre-sales and whatnot. Yes.
On day one, I get the code. Myself, I've purchased Beyonce merch. I've gone to 5 of her concerts. I've been in the Bey Hive since I was 5.
Lifelong.
Kara, who's been on the podcast, most recently bought our tickets to go to the Renaissance tour. Does not get the code, which I think is interesting. Like, she's also done as much as me, but like, I'm the only one out of the group that got the code.
Was that directly through the Bey Hive?
Yes.
Okay.
Then Verizon and Citibank had their own codes, which I'll get to. So I get the code. I'm online an hour before. I get in the waiting room, and I think there was like 30 or 40,000 people. I was like the 30 or 40,000 person in line.
Oh my God.
That day. And I get in for like her last day on the tour, like May 7th.
Which, mind you, this is a very short tour.
It is.
It does not have a lot of stops. So if you live in the South, you're going to Atlanta. That's your option.
Or Paris, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, no one's going to go from like Florida to Texas. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. Continue.
Anyway, so I get on. I'm looking. Almost all the tickets are gone. And I was waiting like 45 minutes. And the cheapest tickets were nosebleed for $500. But I didn't realize that like you could get standing like pit tickets for $700 and something dollars. So then we're like trying to weigh like, oh, should we just get those for $700? So like, also everyone went into this with a budget. We said, okay, let's not spend more than $400 because that's what we spent on Renaissance tickets, which you
only spent $400 on Renaissance tickets?
Yeah, our seats were not that good either.
But even so.
I mean, we were in the 200s, okay?
Okay.
So at SoFi, same stadium, we were paid like $400-ish for the 200 level.
It goes up to 3 or 4.
I think it goes up to 5.
Oh, wow.
Level.
Okay.
4
so you were
or 5.
That's pretty good.
Like 4 is nosebleed.
Okay.
And I think there's a 5th level above that. Yeah. So we were not, I mean, like,
it's not the worst.
I've been closer. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like I could see. I was watching the screen most of the time, to be honest. Yeah. And then when you're at that, you're just like,
you paid $400 to watch a movie.
Right. So yeah, so then I see all these tickets and they're like crazy. Like the VIP was like $1,800. And I'm talking to my coworker who woke up at 3:00 in the morning to buy tickets for the London show and said that he got VIP pit tickets at London Stadium, wherever, for £250. And
what?
I was fucking pissed. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, same for the Paris show. Paris, they have a limit. They don't do dynamic pricing. You can't pay more than 250 euros for a ticket.
Wow.
And I was like, what? Then these tickets come out for the Verizon and Citibank people, and then like general admission. The tickets for general admission for the same area were cheaper than like for the Bey Hive when the Bey Hive code came out. I was like, what the fuck? Because probably less people were on to buy tickets.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
now all these people I know that were like Blackbird singing from the parking lot, they're like, they bought tickets. I have a friend that bought tickets on StubHub for under the value than what they were on the Bey Hive pricing.
Oh, that is
Bad.
infuriating.
I'm just like,
And like, it's greed. It's greed.
let me say something. My entire life, the first album I've ever had was a Destiny's Child album. I've seen Destiny's Child. I've seen Beyonce 4 or 5 times, including Beychella. And this is what I get for being a loyal fucking fan for over 30 years or whatever. That's disrespectful. I'm offended. And it makes me question my loyalty to the Bey Hive.
Yes, that is the discourse that I've been seeing on TikTok a lot, which I thought would happen at the last tour because maybe I was inflated and I thought it was more expensive than it was, clearly. But
it was.
People are being really radicalized by this experience. They're like, this is the last time that I'm going to see Beyonce. I can't be paying $1,200 for a concert.
That's rent money.
You're paying $1,200 for a concert.
How are you affording it? The only way I know people are affording it is they're just fucking putting it on their credit card.
100%.
Like, I'll just pay it off.
100%.
And that's fucked up. And now I think Ticketmaster and like other ticket card companies have like the layaway, like you can pay it off monthly.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sure a lot of people are doing that too.
Yeah, I would be doing that. I mean,
and I've heard that people were buying tickets initially just in the panic, going back later, seeing other tickets for cheaper and buying those with the idea that they would just return the first ones. And Ticketmaster isn't accepting their returns. You cannot like refund a more expensive ticket that you bought earlier. What the fuck is this?
This is really bad.
Like, everyone should be seeing that you are being fucked.
I'll tell you this. I will have to see what part 3 of Renaissance is, because this is part 2. Renaissance part 1 was like for the gays and the girls, but really for the gays. This is like for the hometown girlies. Mm-hmm. And the rumor is that like the part 3 of this 3-part episodic like album is for it's like going to be rock, like her rock album. I personally hope that it's like a reunion with Destiny's Child. And if that's the case, I will gladly skip Cowboy Carter and pay whatever you want me to pay for that.
That would be crazy.
That's like,
that's how you get them. After fucking them, you can get them to come back if you do that.
Yeah.
That's major.
I was like hoping that this tour would be like a true like rodeo, and the way that the stage is set up, I'm like, I don't think that's what's happening.
You thought it would be like a dirt pit.
I want to see, with
the horses.
I want to see her singing on a horse.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
For $1,200, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it doesn't look like that. It looks like it's just a stage. There's no like ring.
Maybe they'll. I don't
know. I'll have to see pictures, and then, you know, if I might be eating my words.
Yeah,
we'll
I'm sure it will be amazing.
Yeah.
But regardless, I hope that this experience has taught everyone that we should not normalize paying $800 for concert tickets. I'm sorry. I feel like somewhere along the line that got normalized, and it must stop now.
Yeah.
But as long as people are buying them.
It got normalized with the Eras tour.
That's what
I think this is.
That's when I first heard about the gouging on a main scale like that.
Yeah. And the girlies were like, the Eras was a once in a lifetime experience. La 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 la. I'm a little salty. I didn't shell out the money because I had the opportunity to go into a box at SoFi for $700 and have unlimited drinks, unlimited food, and free parking. And I was like, $700 for Taylor Swift is too much money. I'm paying $400 to see Beyonce. But then I was like, well, maybe I should have done that.
It is.
Isn't that crazy?
I hate hearing
yeah.
I get it. I felt like I was crazy because I paid $200 for Death Cab for Cutie tickets with their dynamic pricing isn't like that. But I paid for it was $250 and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I used to see these men for $35 in their prime, bitch. It's been like 10 years now. What are we doing? 20, really. But the $700 for Taylor Swift, like, we cannot normalize this, you guys.
People are paying more.
I know.
I mean, Cree went by herself to the Eras tour and paid that much money because she didn't think anyone else would pay that much money to go see her with her.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, it's not good. I do feel like Taylor Swift normalized it, but we can't keep doing this.
But the Backstreet Boys are coming to the Sphere.
Oh.
And I might be going there. I'm just curious how much those tickets are.
I wonder if they will be. They're not going to be on this level. I think it'll be a death cab situation. You'll pay $250.
They did just perform at the SNL like homecoming concert or whatever, and I will.
Can they still move?
Yeah.
Okay.
They move enough.
Okay.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that's going on in the world of TikTok scandals is the vending machines that Poppi has put out in the world to the top tier influencers.
The top tier white influencers. Let's add that qualifier.
Okay, yes.
Yes. Have you had Poppi? Is it even good?
I'm an Olipop girly before any of this happened.
A progressive.
I mean, Olipop I think was the first one. Like I remember when it came out at Whole Foods, and I'm like a sensitive tummy girly. So when I saw like probiotic root beer, I was like, okay.
But does it taste like root beer?
Sure. Like it's close enough. I really like their like vanilla cream flavor. I've tried Poppi. I think it's really gross. I haven't tried a flavor I like of Poppi.
I have not. I'm not a sparkling water kind of person like that. I know it's not sparkling water. It's a soda. I was gonna say it's a soda, but it tastes like LaCroix to me. And I don't like that.
Oh no, I think it's more foul than LaCroix.
Oh. Like
I had like a raspberry something flavor, and I kept trying to drink it, and I was just like, ugh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, they fucked up. I feel like we are in the era of people being more mindful about what kind of content they're consuming and like spending money, except for when it comes to Beyonce tickets and like, the consumerism of it all, that like sending these vending machines out just triggered the fuck out of everyone. And I feel like the CEO, did you see her apology?
No.
She basically was like, influencer marketing has been a thing since the beginning of Poppi, and we're going to keep doing that. But she said it very, roundabout and nicely. But it's just very interesting to see the backlash. Because brands have been doing this forever.
Like, yes. I remember when Beyonce, when she came out with Ivy Park, had like a full like wardrobe that you could roll that opened up similar to the vending machines that had clothes. Except for most of the people who got that like influencer package were like celebrities, and it was very diverse across the board. I did not realize that the vending machines were only given to like white influencers.
To my knowledge, maybe there wasn't, but I think the one black influencer who everyone thought was black and got one came out and said, "I'm not black." So unless there's another black girl who got one, I do not think there were.
Yeah, and then it doesn't help that Poppi also came out at the same time with their collab in Target, which I don't personally listen. You're new here, Poppi. You are not Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has been around for a very, very, very long time.
Know your place.
They are just doing collabs with Target and whatnot. Why do I need a shirt that says Poppi on it? I don't.
Why do I need I haven't verified this, so I haven't fact checked, but I heard that the sweatpants were $60.
That probably checks out. That's how much sweatpants are these days.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I haven't got sweatpants in a while. I was like, that's ridiculous. I thought they were like $30.
No.
For Target sweatpants?
But like they're like the exclusive like thing at Target right now.
Oh my God.
So that makes sense to me.
You're like, that's normal.
Yeah. I mean, these girlies, including myself, are paying dollars on dollars for Aviator Nation sweatpants. Those are like $100 sweatpants.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, never mind then. Jesus.
I mean, they're not like your tried and true, like Dick's, like nasty gray sweatpants. You know?
Right, yeah.
That I
But
would pay
still.
$30 for.
Yeah, okay.
But-
Interesting.
I mean, Target's being canceled for not having DE&I anymore. So it's just like a storm of shit for
It
Poppi.
is.
And a lot of people, especially I think our age, are like, who cares? Like, influencers get like nice big packages all the time. But I also think, like, read the room. Like, if your customers are saying, like, this is weird, fuck you for like doing this. Like, what about like smaller influencers? Because I've also seen influencers on TikTok who have said, like, clearly Poppi has like a tiering system because like they're on their influencer list for getting stuff and they have like 2 million followers on TikTok, but they've gotten like a pack of Poppi or something.
They gave Trisha Paytas a can of Poppi.
No, she got like the whole...
They brought that big thing with the girl who didn't know what a prebiotic was. And they took it
back
and gave her a can.
Does she like Poppi?
No.
Okay.
She posted the full awkward ass interaction on her TikTok, and then she talked about it on her podcast.
Oh.
It's just very odd.
I saw that TikTok.
One of my friends who is a smaller influencer, I feel like she only has maybe 10,000 followers or something. She got like the sweatpants set, and she gets cases of Poppi and stuff. So I don't know.
It's weird. But I'm down for Olipop. They're being so ruthless in the comments. I love it.
And they're sending drinks to normal fucking customers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing it right, honestly, and really taking advantage of the moment.
You have to do both. That's the thing. It's like in our world of like influencer marketing, like you can't just... Honestly, the amount of times I've like sent a big thing to a big influencer to do something or paid a big influencer, not often. So like to just like put your marketing, I mean, I was a lot of things. Like they had the Super Bowl commercial. Alex Earl is like a major investor in it. So they had a lot of her friends as part of like the whole marketing campaign, sending the vending machines. But it's like, how measurable is that? Like you sending vending machines to top tier influencers is supposed to like trickle down, I guess. But I feel like if I'm running that campaign, my boss is gonna be like, okay, so how is this measurable? I'm gonna also
what is
need
the
to
return?
I'm gonna need to send these drinks to other like micro influencers to put a code in their shit and like blast it out so that we can measure the code. Like, I don't know. It just felt a little
not thought out.
Not fully thought out.
It's like the Tarte brand trips. Like in the late 2010s, they were the ones who were like, let me pay $20,000 to send one influencer. You're really sending 20, but like an influencer and a plus one to Bora Bora to the Four Seasons for 4 days.
Yeah.
It's like, are you really getting that money back if you're spending $80,000 on an influencer to do the trip?
No.
When you would be paying them maybe $50 for a video.
Here's a great example recently that's hilariously happening at the same time of a big like marketing campaign, big idea. Duolingo killing their owl. Yes. They killed their owl perfectly timed with the Super Bowl because OVO's mascot is also an owl.
Oh, that's deep.
Yes. So they're not Team Drake. They're very much Team Kendrick. At the same time that the owl got killed, in their app, they released a music lesson with all of the like people mascots singing like A minor. Like,
honestly, that's kind of weird. Why are they doing that much?
They are capitalizing on like a moment, and people like, do you know how many brands have then jumped on it? Like,
I saw like Buffalo Wild Wings jumping on it.
Every
Krispy Kreme
mascot brand has jumped on it, being like, I'll be the new like Duolingo mascot. I'll try out. Like that to me, however you think, if it's like chuggy or whatever, it's successful. And it's successful because then they're saying like, go into the app and learn these new lessons.
Yeah.
So it's very much thought out. In that
yeah, they
regard.
have like a call to action, unlike Poppi, which is just like, buy our stuff because Alex Earl has it.
Yeah.
It's like,
buy
what?
our stuff because look at these cool vending machines that we sent these people that you'll never meet in your life.
And you will never see this vending machine in your life, bitch.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, shall we get into our idea of the week?
Yes.
Our idea, or my idea that I'm going to tell you about.
Please
is,
do.
There's been a lot of TikToks about people canceling their Soho memberships. This, I feel like, has been going on for a year. As someone who is a Soho member myself, I've contemplated the idea many a times. I've wanted that membership for so long. But honestly, they need to, like, reinvent themselves. They need to give more benefits to
I guess
these people,
the question
like
is
myself.
like, what was like the marketing that made you want it? Like, what did you think that you were going to get that you're not?
I thought I would be able to like network a lot more with people in our industry and like meet people, and there would be like happy hours every week, or there would be like movie screenings. And I think that's going on like maybe at the West Hollywood location, but like I want to see more. I want to see you put in a spa. I need to see like red light,
yes,
saunas and cold plunges. I need to see a nail salon there. I want to get my manicure done.
That's LA Athletic Club.
They do that?
Yes, everything you just named. They have
Even nails?
They have a nail salon in there. You can get your hair done.
Wow.
They have a spa. It's a gym. They have restaurants.
Are
it's
you
very
still a member?
convincing. I never became a member because we were moving out of downtown, and I was like, I'm not driving to downtown to come to this. It was great when we were like 3 blocks away, but they have everything. So maybe think of that. I feel like people don't know about the LA Athletic Club or think that they want to join it, but it is very good.
I mean, the Soho, I'm the member of the downtown one. The pool is nice. There's a nice gym. They have workout classes that are impossible to get into. They have some cool events, but like, it's okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's not really worth the investment. You're not getting your money back.
I need more. I need the health and wellness. Honestly, partner with a K-Spa. Let me go to a K-Spa for free. Like, you don't even need to put it in your location. Just like get me more benefits around LA.
Yes. I think 2025 is the year of realizing that we are spending money on things that do not benefit us, and that companies like Ticketmaster and even artists who enable dynamic pricing are doing the same. So be mindful.
Yeah. You're wondering how can you make a change? Where you spend your money,
honey,
is indicating exactly how change can be made. You're upset about all the news about DE&I and trans rights. Don't spend your money with them. That's the only way right now you can like make a difference.
Target stock is plummeting, and I love to see it. Don't spend your money in places like that. I would say when Costco workers are no longer on strike, that is a good place to go that supports DEI. It's just...
Are they on strike right now?
The last time I checked, they might have reached some sort of agreement, but yeah. Which is interesting because I thought Costco was really good to their workers. But I honestly recommend getting the Boycott app. You can literally put in the causes that you care about, and it will tell you what brands and places support those causes and which ones do not.
Interesting.
So get Boycott.
I'm going to get that.
Yeah. And while you're at it, while you're on your phone downloading that, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at High Girlies Pod. Listen to us on Spotify.
Rate and review us.
Comment.
Tell us
all of that.
When you rate us, like, why you love us so much.
Yeah. Tell me you love me.
Yes. Okay.
Bye,
Bye girlies.